Hey, first grade, Miss Mitchell here. It is time for our first word building video of the week. So first, let's start with our vowels. And if you look at our vowels, there is one missing. So I want you to look at them and think of which vowel is missing. So we have A, E, O, U, and remember, sometimes Y. Which one do you think is missing? All right, so let's think of how it goes. We say A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. What letter was missing? If you guessed Y, you were correct. All right, nice job. So remember, your vowels are A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. Nice job, first grade. All right, let's start with your letter tiles. And remember, always pause right here. So you can go and get your letter tiles. So the letters you need are R, C, K, N, M, S, P, I, and E. So we have two vowels this time that we're working with, and then these are all consonants. All of these are consonants. All right, so the first word that we're going to bring down is this four-letter word. I'm going to move all of these over so you can see them. And I just want to shout out, I saw that Ava sent me a video and Sabrina sent me a video of them doing their word building. Very nice job, ladies. And I noticed something that Sabrina did. She put her name on the top of her paper, which let me bring out my paper for my Rainbow Write. And she put the date. So if you want to put your name and your date up on your paper, just like Sabrina did, you can always do that. So she put Sabrina, and then she put the date, and that date was April 7th, 2020. So if you remember, let me grab another here. I'll put it on our, when we write our sentences. So she put Sabrina, so I'll write Miss Mittrick, and then she put the date. Now her date was 4/7/20, which is April 7th, 2020. But today is April 15th, 2020. So April is the fourth month. Remember, sometimes we do our dates like this. We did a 4, a slash, and like I said, today's the 15th. Slash, and then we put a 20. Ooh, I barely got it in there. So you should have April, your name. So I put Miss Mittrick, and then April, which is the fourth month, 15th, and then a 20 because it's 2020. So if you want to put the date up there, that would be an awesome idea. I really like that Sabrina did that. So I'm going to put this paper back because it's not time for us to write our words just yet. Or I'm sorry, our sentences just yet. But we do need our Rainbow Write paper if you're rainbow writing, and your word tile. So I saw a couple kids that were doing both of these at the same time. They were doing a Rainbow Write and their letter tiles. They were doing double. They were doing such an awesome job. All right, so last week I did cool colors. So this week I wanted to do warm colors. I'm going to put them in some kind of an order. All right, so warm colors are reds, oranges, yellows, pinks, and anything in between there. And brown is included in that because it's like a really, really dark red. So these are warm colors. So you can pick any of the oranges or yellows or pinks or reds or browns if you want to do warm colors like I am doing today. All right, so we have our first word, and I'll do this one with you. And remember, when we were at school, we had CK was smushed onto one card and they were blue. But because we only have just the letters, and it's one letter per card, we're just going to have to remember our rules. So C and K say K. All right, so this is a short I, and then CK says K. So sound it out with me, just this first one. So we should say K. Rick, which is a name, so we should have a capital R, but we're going to skip that rule just because we don't have capital and lowercase cards. So your first word should be Rick. And if you want to, you can write a capital for your rainbow, right? So Rick is your first word. All right, then you're going to get rid of that K. Get rid of that K and bring down your E. So we have our magic E sound. Now this is when we get into our new sound for this week. So we have 2 new sounds for this week, and you should have learned those if you did your spelling pretest. So your spelling pretest, we learned that this week, C says the S sound. It doesn't say K, it says S. And then we also learned that our other one is G, D, E. G, D, G, E says a J sound like a J. So we're doing C makes the S sound and D, G, E makes the J sound. So this is where it's starting to get pretty tricky because we have more than one letter and we have different sounds that we haven't learned yet. So this is when it's starting to get a little bit tricky. That's why doing our word building is very, very important. All right, so remember the C says S, and that sneaky E makes the I say its name. All right, go ahead and sound this one out all on your own. Ready, go. Okay, you should have said ice, rice. That's how you spell rice. There's no S in there. It's that C that makes the S sound, rice. All right, let's get rid of that R. Make it a little bit easier on us, just so we can see it again. So my rainbow writers, I-C-E. All right. So if you're doing your rainbow right, just let me see if you can read it a little better this way. All right, so you should, I'm going to have you sound it out first, and then you sound it out with me. Ready, go. Okay, you should have said ice, ice. Nice job, because remember that C says the S sound. Awesome. All right, let's bring down an N. Let's bring down an N. So you should have N-I-C-E. N-I-C-E. And if you notice, these 3 words, rice, ice, and I'm not going to tell you this one yet, they all have I-C-E, I-C-E, I-C-E. So they all say ice, 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 but we have to do that first sound there. All right, so I'm going to have you sound it out and then say the word. Ready, go. Okay, so you should have said N, ice, nice. So remember that C makes the S sound and the E makes the I say its name. So this is 2 rules that you have to remember, 2 of them. So you have to have a really good memory. So we should have nice. Okay, I want you to get rid of the E and bring down your K. And this is also another name. So if you're doing your rainbow right, oh, I don't know if you can see it. Maybe I should get a pencil and go over it. I don't know if I have a pencil handy. All right, so you should have N-I-C-K. All right, so let's sound it out. Remember, C-K says K. Ready, go. Now, this one was a trick because that E, that magic E is gone. So it doesn't say N-Ike. It says, ready, sound it out with me, N-ick, Nick. That says Nick. Sometimes we get a little bit tricky because we try to, we switch up short I's with long I's. So Nick, N-I-C-K, and that's a capital N. All right, let's go back to this word. Get rid of that K, bring down that E. And I'm back to my brown. So I'm going to put a lowercase n this time. All right, let's sound this one out together because you already did this one. Ready, go. N-ice, nice. All right, let's get rid of the N and bring down the M. So we did nice. Now we have a different one. So I want you to make that an M-I-C-E. And let's see if you can figure this one out on your own. Go ahead and sound it out. Ready, go. Okay, so remember the E makes the I say its name, and that C this whole week is going to say S instead of K. All right, so you should have said m-ice, mice. And mice is plural of mouse. It's not mouses, it's mice, mice. All right, let's get rid of that M. Now this time, we're going to bring down 2 letters, which usually we don't bring down 2 letters at a time. We usually only bring down 1. But we're switching it up right now. All right, let's see what this says. So remember, SP is a blend. So you push them together like how we pushed together the CK and we say K. When you push together the S and the P, you say sp, sp. Go ahead and say it. Nice job. All right, so there's only 3 sounds that you're saying. You're going to say these 2 cards together, this one on its own, and these 2 cards together. Because remember, that E is silent. You don't even say anything for this silent E. It makes that I say its name. All right, go ahead. Let's see if you can do this on your own. Ready, go. Okay, you should have said sp, ice, spice. All right. So a spice is like salt and pepper. Those are spices, but it is a spice. All right, let's get rid of that S and that P. And now if you notice, those of you who are doing your rainbow right, you have all of these rhyming words. Rice, ice, nice, nice, mice, spice. They all rhyme because they all have that I-C-E. And remember, the C says S instead of K. All right, let's bring that N back down. Nope, I lied. Bring the M. M-M-M. M-M-M. And this is one that we should really learn. That mice is the plural of mouse. Mice is the plural of mouse. And mouse is singular and mice is plural, meaning more than one. More than one mouse is mice. Oops. Oh my goodness. I gave you the answer. All right, since I already said it, let's all say it together. Ready, go. M-ice. Mice. Nice job. Sometimes I forget and I give the answers. All right, let's bring down the R. Bring down your R. Now this is also a blend. Pr. You push them together. So my rainbow writers, you should be writing P-R-I-C-E. And I really wish I had my pencil handy, and I don't. I don't know where I put it, but I did have it close, and now I can't find it. I'm going to use my gray. This is why I should always have a pencil handy. Goodness gracious, Miss Mittrick, get it together, lady. All right. I'm just going to put gray in there too so you can see it. That's why I wasn't using yellow when I did my rainbow right with my crayons. Price. Hopefully you can read Nick and Price a little bit better. And there I go again. I said it again. All right, let's see if you even heard me say it. All right, go ahead and sound that out. Ready? Go. Okay. All right, you should have said price. Price. Nice job. Price is how much something cost. Price. All right, let's do this. Get rid of that P. And this is something that Miss Mittrick eats almost every day at school. Almost every day I eat this at school. All right. Let's sound this out. Ready, go. Okay, you should have said rice. Rice. Nice job, rice. Okay. And let's do one more to see if I can trick you, because we've been doing that ice, 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 ice. Let's see if I can trick you. Now, you guys are really, really smart. You've been doing such an awesome job with this. And usually I can't trick you because you're so smart. You know everything, I feel like. All right. Remember, somebody's up here now, so he's not going to make a certain vowel say its name. All right, go ahead and sound it out. Ready, go. All right, you should have said Rick, Rick, the name Rick, because that I is just a short I sound. It says the sound because that magic E that makes the I say its name isn't there. So you should have said Rick, Rick. Very nice job. All right, so same as always, I'm going to put my cards aside. You can put your words over here, just keeping them in the camera view. And then you can bring down your sentence writing paper. All right, and as you saw, just like we talked about earlier, that I wrote my name at the top and then today's date. So Miss Mittrick, 4/15/20. So that's April 15th, 2020. And like I've always said, you need to remember to write nice and neat. You need to do this with a pencil or something that you can erase, because when I use my marker, I can't erase. I would have definitely erased this and made it look a little bit nicer, but I don't have an eraser for markers. All right, so we have two sentences, and they're actually pretty short and sweet. So I'm going to put my number one up here, number one, and I put a period so you know that you need to pause when you're reading. And then my first sentence is, would you like spice on rice? All right, so our first word is would. W-O-U-L-D. Would. Would, finger space, you. I really hope you remember that capital W. If you didn't, you need to erase and rewrite it. Would you like, and we should know this one because we just did long I, L-I-K-E. Would you like spice? There it is right there. So if you have your words, you can copy it from there. So I'm going to go to the next line. Spice. And if you notice, my P, the tail for my P goes past the line. Don't want it floating. Would you like spice? And then finger space on finger space rice. Am I missing anything? Let's think about the four things. Yeah, it's four things that I need for a sentence. Capital letter, got it. Finger spaces, got it. Punctuation mark, I don't have one. So would is a question. Would you like spice on rice? So I need to put a question mark there. So remember, it's like the number 2 and then a dot on the bottom as if it was a period. And then checking my fourth thing. So we did capital letter, finger spaces, punctuation mark. Last thing, is it nice and neat? Looks pretty good to me. All right, let's read this together. Ready, go. Would you like spice on rice? Wow, I like that inflection. You guys did a really nice job with that question. All right, so let's go to number 2. And number 2 is, would 5 cats like to eat mice? All right, number 2, would. So it's the same thing we have written up here, and don't forget that capital W. W-O-U-L-D, would, finger space 5. Now you're writing the word 5, F-I-V-E, because we need practice spelling our number words. Would 5, finger space, cats. Now cats is plural of cat. So one cat or many cats. So singular is cat, plural is cats. Just adding that S. Would 5 cats, we got to go down to the next line, like, and we already had like up here. Would 5 cats like, finger space, to eat, to, finger space, eat, E-A-T. Remember that E-A says eat, eat. And then mice, let's see if we can find it. Boom, there it is. Oh, it's twice. Twice mice. Well, that rhymes too. Mice, M-I-C-E. All right, and then we need a question mark. And then let's check our 4 things that we need to make sure that we have when we're writing a sentence. Capital letter, boom, finger spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 finger spaces. Nice job. Finger spaces. Punctuation mark. We have our question mark because it is a question. 4th thing, is it nice and neat? Looks good to me. All right, let's read this one together. All right, ready, go. Would 5 cats like to eat mice? I'm sure they would because cats like to chase mice. I know that my cat, BB, she loves mice. She likes to play with them too. All right, friends, so you did a very nice job working for our, we call it a soft C because a K is a hard C and the S is a soft C. So you did a very nice job with working on your soft C words. So we had rice, ice, nice, nice, mice, spice, mice, price, rice. That one doesn't count, doesn't have an E at the end. So very nice job, first grade. I will see you tomorrow with our next word work lesson. Have a great day.